Hello everyone, welcome to ETimes, and today we've got the lovely Waluscha De Sousa with us, and we're going to talk about her hot new song Chingari from Antim and a lot more from her career. So welcome Waluscha, welcome to ETimes. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. I'm actually quite good because I think the response that's coming in has been very favorable. The numbers keep on jumping, and I think my team's just telling me that it's reached a couple of million. So yeah, I'm very happy right now.
Yeah, it's been barely up for a few hours now, and it's already skyrocketing. So I mean, any good, any positive reactions? Were you sort of expecting this? What's your general feeling right now?
Yeah, so I was quite nervous actually getting into it because I mean we're talking about a form of art that's dying and something that Mahesh sir through his film wanted to revive. And again, I mean the fact that we come from a very diverse country at the same time, I one wondered how and what the reactions would be when you're putting such a typical folk song out there and folk dance out there for people. But the response has been great. I mean, I think our reason for even including this song, which it flows in the script as well, it's a requirement. But the fact that Mahesh sir decided to put a lavni dance was to make sure that we revive this form and that it's spoken about. And so the fact that we are here talking about lavni is it's a success because that was the reason why we set out with this in the first place.
Yeah, and as you said, Lavni. I mean, it's a very complex art in that
Yeah.
respect. The dance itself.
Yeah.
So, what sort of preparation did you have to do for this?
So we really worked hard. We didn't have time. We had about 3 days for rehearsal. So what one generally does in 3 months, we had to make sure that we did all of that in just 3 days. So we worked extensive hours on this song, rehearsed for like nine hours altogether. And my choreographer, I mean, hats off to her for getting me to pull this off. This. So I mean, Kruti, her body of work again, a great, amazing body of work. Did songs such as Pinga, has worked very closely with Sanjay Leela Bansali. So she was able to get that out in me. She was able to get me to, to emote and the expressions. And of course, the footwork in a Lavni form is very, how do you say, intense. Your feet are constantly moving. But all the rehearsals really helped with eventually bringing this product and packaging it and giving it to the audience. Yes, there were some prior injuries that I was nursing while we were shooting this song, but it's just at the end of the day when people are talking about it and people have loved it and they see me in a way they had probably never imagined to see me. In fact, I never imagined myself in a sari like that and looking Maharashtrian. I think Mahesh sir believed in me. As far as that is concerned, again, maybe a coastal connect that the two of us have, me being from Goa, him being Maharashtrian. So maybe there was a coastal connect there somehow, somewhere. So yeah, I think I have to say thank you to him for believing in me.
Right. I mean, you are. I mean, what little I followed on you on social media, fitness is a big part of your life. So, being that fit, being regularly, say in workouts, etc. Of course, that must hold you in good stead in a physical performance like this.
Yeah, of course, the lockdown changed that for everybody.
Yeah.
So I have to, yeah, I think we all just dived into social media and Netflix and I think the first lockdown, everybody was like, no, hum karke dikhayenge, we will work out at home workouts, ye wo enthusiasm. Once the second lockdown hit, I think I gave up then. I was like, now bas ho gaya. Now I will eat. So, so that will, I think that's going to be a constant effort from my end, to be physically fit. But yes, it does help when you're executing a song such as this in terms of your stamina. Yeah.
Right. And usually when we think about say statement dance numbers, there's a lot of jazz, there's a lot of funk that we think about it. They even statement dance numbers also get risque at times. But this is a nice traditional song in that respect. So
Yeah.
So, I mean, how was that feeling? Were you sort of, were you happy that it's it's not the usual stuff? This is
See,
something,
yeah, the thing is,
something.
I knew what it was when I was getting into it. So there was no misconception in my head as to what it is. It was a requirement in the film, a very situational song, and it would get me to show the audience a side that they haven't seen before. I don't think anybody before this could see me in a traditional sari, could see me passing off as a Maharashtrian, and so there were lots of reasons why I picked this song, knowing full well that it's a situational song, knowing full well it's not a typical item song, knowing full well it is a form of dance that I would have to learn and then go on set and execute. So I knew what it was getting into it. And looking back, and when I see the song now that it's out, uh, it it's looking great. It's looking lovely. It's looking my expectations, and the reasons why I got into it. I see translate. So I'm just happy that people are loving it now.
Nice, very nice. And doing such a nice sort of statement dance number in a Salman Khan movie, that must come with its fair share of excitement and anxiousness both. So, and considering Salman is so particular about the music of his films.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what were your thoughts when you were sort of approaching, while you were even shooting the song?
So no excitement. I have only left for this morning. It was nervousness through and through, because I cannot let team Antim down. I cannot let Salman down. I need to make sure that I show them that that they've given me an opportunity, and I have maximized that. Only this morning when I woke up and I realized that at 12 o'clock we're going to release a song, that's when the magnitude of all of this sort of hit me. That wow, Waluscha, this is actually happening. So up until that point, it's just nervousness and anxiousness to give it your best, to give it all you have, and so yeah, I guess after I'm finished with this interview, I will just sit back and take it all in.
The movie's about to release. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a nice build up to that date as well.
Yeah.
There's still
Yeah,
a
I
few
mean,
days to go.
everyone, the entire team is pretty excited about this. We're seeing Aayush in a completely different avatar, completely different getup, literally like a repackaged Aayush from his film Lavyatri to this. It's been an amazing journey, and I'm totally rooting for this boy because I think he's really worked very hard. And
Right.
of course, the audience has loved the trailer. So there's a lot of love that's come in already. People are waiting to see Salman again on the big screen after a gap because our theaters were shut. So yeah, a lot of excitement, I guess, nervousness, anxiousness. To give back the love to fans that have given so
Right.
much
And
love.
when did you get any inputs from Salman for this song? Was there any conversation that you had before the shooting?
Well, he's somebody who always encourages people, and I think he believes in people more than people believe in themselves. So yeah, there's there's a lot of advice that does come in, and one has to be receptive of all of that. And I think self-belief is very important, and just take that advice and just follow through.
Right. And I mean, just before the interview, I was looking at a lot of videos of the Antim launch.
Hmm.
And there were so many comments over there where people were saying, "Oh, Salman's given another young actress a chance with Antim." And that's been a sort of a highlight of his entire career, so to speak.
That's right. Yeah.
So, what do you have to say about that? As you said, he sort of believes in people probably more than they believe in themselves.
Yeah.
So, is that reaffirming as an artist that you've got such a huge star sort of backing you up as well?
Well, his body of work, you've said it yourself, right? I mean, he's spent his entire career, giving people opportunities, and you do, and it's very rare to see. You don't see that in the industry. You don't see that with very many people. He's very, very, very selfless in that way, and giving opportunities and helping people around. And it's not just helping friends and family; it's helping so many more people who don't know him directly through his charitable trust. So that is the human being he is. That's the human being he's always been, and that is the human being that he will continue to be.
Nice, right. Waluscha, going to your career now, you've done so much. You've worked on TV, you worked on OTT now. Of course, you worked in films. So you have a diverse sort of experience over, multiple platforms. So you tell me, of these three main platforms that are the mainstay of entertainment in our country, and since you've worked in all three, which is the most competitive out of the three? So OTT, TV, and films, and which is the sort of easiest to get into?
No, each one comes with their own set of responsibilities. Each one comes with their own challenges. Everything is very different. Television is very different from OTT. OTT very different from films. But they all require definite dedication, and of course the audience also is a little different. On all across all three platforms, and I don't want to pick one from the other because all three platforms have given me so much, and it's like I feel like a girl who's been taken to a candy store, a child who's been taken to an ice cream parlor, and you're asked to just pick, and you want to pick all the flavors. So I just want to pick all the flavors right now. I just want to work very hard, and hoping that people give me the love that they are giving me right now, and continue to do that. Also the fact and the truth under it all is that we all have responsibilities. I have some huge responsibilities, and the pandemic affected all our lives in such a way. It made us so unsure about things that I feel in a way just grateful for the work that's coming my way. So why shun it? Why say no? Why? I don't have a reason to say no. I don't have a set plan in life. I've never had one. I just want to work, and basically I just want to work and work hard.
That's
and
a good.
Hoping that people love me along the way, and accept me on all three platforms.
Nice. That's a good strategy.
I mean, yeah, I don't think anyone's adopted this strategy before, and I don't think anybody should. I don't even know if it's a good. I don't even know if okay, it's a strategy maybe now that you're saying it, but it's not
you
a
can
plan.
call it preference.
It's not a planned one. So let's see if it pays off. So far, so good.
Right. So you wanna tell me some things about me? You're doing great shows. I've seen Crackdown 2 is coming up, and Escape Live is coming up. So you want to brief me about those shows? They look very exciting to me.
Yeah. Again, my character Garima Kalra down season 1, although negative, was given so much love by the people that it surprised me. Was a very strong, short-lived character, but very strong, and the response was overwhelming. So in season 2, again, going into it, hoping to give through my art, give the love back that I received for this character. Action thriller, so possibly a lot more action in the second season. With Hotstar and Escape Live that I've just wrapped shooting, it's a tech thriller. Again, a very exciting subject, a very relevant subject to our current time of social media. Modern day woman who runs a company, who knows what she wants and how to get it. A different me again. Besides that, I mean, I've worked with Abbas Mastansa as well on another thriller. So that should also see the light of day sometime early next year. So just have a lot of things in the pipeline that should all be releasing early next year. So it's an exciting time, and I feel very grateful.
Okay. I see a theme over here. You start off with Fan, and then there's also Crackdown, there's Escape Live, there is Antim. Is that action thriller genre you're calling? Is that the space that you find yourself in?
No, so I think it's calling me. So, yeah, but I will. I mean, if an opportunity presents itself where I'm doing a rom-com or a comedy, that would be a challenge. I would want to take it up. So if it's romantic, I don't even know. But right now, it just seems like I'm doing a lot of thrillers because that's all the work that I'm doing is, either a tech thriller or an action thriller, or so.
Right. You did. Your first sort of debut was Fan with Shah Rukh Khan. So it was in 2016, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So there's been a considerable time. I know there was a pandemic in between for almost 2 years now. But Waluscha, do you think slow and steady is the best way in an artist's career?
There is no formula. I would not have picked slow and steady had things maybe panned out differently for me, but I need to accept that things don't work out the way you want it. I think each of us have been given like times in life. There's like, I believe in timing in life, and no matter how much you work towards something or want something, if it's not your time, and it just doesn't come your way. So I think there's a set plan somewhere, in the universe. So although I'd like to say, oh yeah, slow and steady and be very cool about that, no, the honest truth is it just was not my time, and it took me a while to maybe prove myself, or for people to accept me in seeing me, like for example in this song. I don't think people would have seen me like this or picturized me in their heads like this a couple of years back. So it's all about timing. Yeah.
Okay. And one final question: what are you expecting of Antim? What sort of energy are you sort of expecting that it's like, we just saw a sort of a revival of cinema as Suryavanshi released.
Yeah.
Now all eyes are going to be on Antim because it's Salman, it's Aayush,
Yeah.
such a huge film, and Mahesh sir as well. So what are your expectations? What are you hoping for?
I think the industry has suffered so much through this pandemic. So many people in so many industries, and the film industry took a huge beating. So honestly, I feel people just need to go out there with enthusiasm, and love, because we love creating, we love working, and we love bringing that to you. And I just think at this point, we just need a lot of positive energy, whichever film is coming out right now. If we can just pack the theaters and show that love, and show, because it's sort of an encouragement, right? We are all going through difficult times, and if we are putting in that much of love to bring it to the audience, I'm hoping that love is translated back by people going and watching it. I think we've reached a time where we just need to sort of love each other and help each other through tough times like this, and come out the other side. So all the films that are releasing, I wish them all the love and all the luck, and I hope they all do well, because it just helps the industry to blossom and the industry to bloom. And I'm hoping a special love given to Antim.
That's nice. That's nice. So thank you, Waluscha. Thank you so much for your time, and best of luck for Antim. We're all going to be clued into that film for sure.
Thank you. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.